Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Horned Frogs will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Running behind that left side. Breaks into the open. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The run to the left. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Runs through the tackle. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Got a little space. Hits him with a stiff arm. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got in the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Quick completion on the out. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Lets it fly. Finds his man. It's Henson. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Wolverines, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Could be an alley. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Payne. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. Blasted as he lets it go. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines! Once he got some room, it was over. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
I'll tell you what, Palmer, offensive coordinators, they script these things, right? And they get with you, and what do you like? What do you want to run? So far, the script is perfect. Like, everything going off as they wanted to. This is about as good a start for an offense as you can draw up.
And it's crazy, David, because when you have skilled players like they have on offense and guys that are so dangerous with the football in their hands, you almost feel as a play caller like anything I dial up is going to work. And you're seeing that early in this game. Balance, throwing, a beautiful run right there, everything working right now and going according to plan.
They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Running inside, it's Payne. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Second down coming up. Wants to adjust the pattern. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Craig. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Got a man. It's small. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Complete on the comeback. Turning it on. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I like the idea going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Now the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Handoff to the single running back. Got room at the 35. Open field on the right. The 20. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a
going for it all. Upstairs, he's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got...
Gonna take a shot. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, TCU. Getting set for the point after. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Chambers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They want to run it left here. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen.
There's a crease. Running through contact. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's first and 10. Underwood. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch me.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Michigan.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Craig. Fires on the move. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Throwing, Underwood. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Making side adjustments here. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup, not enough for the 1st down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 4 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Buckeyes with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
To the air, it's Craig. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt.
Hey, yo, bro. Yo.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just
Yo,
gets
bro.
it out of there. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground.
Yo, bro.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Tight end now in motion. Play fake, Underwood. Throwing right. Tosses it incomplete. Ollie, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Thanks, Howie. Floating away. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night.
It's really hard.
Come on, babe. Come on, boy.
When that quarterback gets outside the pocket, because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. To the air, it's Craig. Looking down the middle. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Trying to take it back. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires quickly. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. Underwood on the play action. On the move to his left. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And if you're the head coach, you are absolutely loving this. You're up big on the scoreboard because your defense keeps getting takeaways, and on offense, in sudden change situations, you're turning it into touchdowns. That right there, phenomenal job. Great decision by the quarterback. He finds his open man. They connect. Everything going their way, David.
And I love when they stay aggressive after a turnover. That is the number one thing we're always yelling in the huddle as a defense. Sudden change, sudden change. They want to capitalize on the momentum, and they did. They stayed aggressive, continuing to add to this lead, doing what they want when they want.
TCU will send its offense
Hey,
back
man.
onto the field.
Hey,
Well, the good
man.
news about this drive, Jesse, it
Hey,
can't go
man.
worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one
Hey,
good way,
man.
David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back in the run.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the
Thank you.
22. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down.
Thank you, baby.
Looks as
Thank
if
you,
it's
man.
their senior quarterback who's
Thank
down
you,
on the
man.
way, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Back to pass. Right
Thank
down
you,
the middle.
man.
Tight end getting
Thank you,
vertical.
man.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll run play action. He'll pull it down. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it way down the field. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. bringing it back. He's inside the 40, running inside the 20, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Dangerously close to kicking that one out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Back to throw, it's Craig. Unloads to the wideout. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Come here, Corey. Where you going?
The mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was.
And he throws another interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
This quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football.
Touchdown, Michigan! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The run inside. It's Payne. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker
going downfield for the big play. Leaping grab for a big gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Man, I know this.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going deep. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time.
Touchdown, Horned Frog! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
You hear that door open. Say, I've been looking for you. Say, I've been standing in the room looking out the window.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after.
Say, any other time, you be like, come on, cuz.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Chambers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there.
No, don't be putting no words in my mouth.
They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21.
No, you bad. You better tell me.
They'll give it to it.
You gonna wish you told.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's Underwood to throw. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Grabbed over the middle. It's Chambers. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown.
Put everything somewhere.
Michigan. He broke away from the defense.
They put everything somewhere.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
I know.
And he's coming out of the end zone.
They offer you some of their chocolate pie.
They
offer you some of their chocolate pie.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been
No,
much of a contest
my mama
as we
first
take a
seen
look
that thing.
at
My mama was so
the overwhelming game
tickled.
stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. He's got it. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They got it at the 27.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him, they're right.
He's loose down the left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's going for the big play. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Payne. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when
field goal unit is not coming out here, guys, I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long.
Okay. Okay, good job.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Downfield and incomplete.
On,
the defense
man.
holds.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turn.
Snags it and he's open. He's at the 40. Past the 20. The 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the play.
Go order one, see if they get
put
it
it in the end zone just like that.
Go ahead. Let's put him to the ultimate test.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Oh, he wants it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And here's the third interception of the night. Taking it the other way. Steps out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go play action. Bryce Underwood gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's up and no good. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Running inside. It's Payne. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Wolverines. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And the extra point was good. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes a deep grab.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that play is a microcosm.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And the D brings the heat, man, and they catch him a little bit off guard. Quarterback doesn't know where to go with the football. And the worst thing you can do on 4th down is take a sack. It doesn't matter if you get an INT. Throw that thing up. Give your receiver a chance to make a play. He holds on to it too long, and the defense gets the sack.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't